get stuck in your act. I get stuck in your act. I get stuck in your I think I'm losing my way. My mind is driving insane. I think I'm losing my way. My mind is driving insane. I get stuck in your echo. I get stuck in your echo. I get stuck in your I get stuck in your I get stuck in your to take my love away. When I come back around, I know what to say. Said you won't forget my name. Not today, not tomorrow. Kinda strange, feeling sorrow. I got change, you can borrow. When I come back around, I know what to say. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Open up the door, can you open up the door? I know you said before you can't cope with anymore. You told me it was war, said you'd show me what's in store. I hope it's not for sure. Can you open up the door? Open up the door, can you open up the door? I know you said before you can't cope with anymore. You told me it was war, said you'd show me what's in store. I hope it's not for sure. Can you open up the door? I was waiting in the garden, contemplating, beg your pardon, but there's a part of me that recognizes you. Do you feel it too? To take my love away. When I come back around, I know what to say. Said you won't forget my name. Not today, not tomorrow.
Hey chat, welcome to the stream. I hope that you're having a great Thursday. Market volatility continues both to the downside and to the upside today. And on the last hour, we're starting to see somewhat of a recovery on BTC. And if you were live here yesterday, let me show you this. This is what I meant when we were looking at the fear and greed index. That I said it was probably delayed. So today is at 10, extreme fear. You can see that sub 20 on the fear and greed index is not too common. At least since 2008, because the last time that you went sub 20 It wasn't even on the FTX implosion. The lowest you went on the FTX collapse was at 21. It was on June, I think, July 2022, which I think it was either the Luna collapse or Three Arrow Capital collapse. It was you had like 3 major collapses on 2022. I think the first one was Luna, then you had 3AC, and then you had FTX, and I think this was 3AC, and this was Luna. So you can see here we reached 6 on June 18, 2022. Excuse me, chat. So today we're seeing 10 on the Fear and Greed Index. That's pretty low, Chad. This is pretty low. As I was just saying, multi-year lows on the Fear and Greed Index. You can see more panic than all that you had in 2024 when Germany was selling, when you had the yen carry trade on Japan on August 5th. On this drop, you're seeing, and even faster, you're seeing, people panic more. Is that related to the Trump tariff wars, or is that related to the market structure? We don't know. But I'm showing you here that you have not seen this kind of panic and fear in the market, according to this, indicator, since June 18, 2022. I mean, you have 14 also on July 2nd, 16. So you hovered here for some time when you were building a base. And then you continued going lower, but you didn't have like that much fear. I guess you had like some complacency here when you did this attempt at a double bottom. People was getting used to 19k, 20k as a price range for BTC. It was actually holding the former all-time high support, and then the FTX collapse came, and you went up 20k all the way down to 15k. And not even then you had lower 20 regarding Fear and Greed Index. Also here on the May dump of 2021 BTC, this was the Tesla FUD and the China ban. You went sub 20, you went all the way to 11 here on the middle of the drop. So apparently we're staring at this kind of a price action. Maybe this one like this one here. So definitely like a large correction kind of sentiment on the market. But maybe, Chad, look at this one. You had like 12 for continuous days, and then you even went lower. So maybe, Chad, or hopefully we're looking at the end, of the correction, just like here on the COVID, nuke. You went all the way as low as 9, and then you caught 11, started bouncing. Here, 2018, you went as low as 11, 10. You go to 10 here. So you're in the same sentiment or fear as the stone cold bottom of 2018, Chad. And maybe tomorrow we'll get an update of the sentiment today, and it could even go lower than 10, and we'll see, Chad. So what I'm trying to say is that the structure here doesn't look as bad for having this extreme prices, extreme sentiment on price, such as a 10 level of extreme fear on the Fear and Greed Index. So welcome everyone. I hope that you're staying safe, that you're not trying to catch knives on high leverage. I hope that you're having a great Thursday so far. BTC is actually green at this moment of the day. 26 minutes for the daily close. It's up 0.3%, and hopefully starting to get somewhat of an indecision candle here on the daily, representing possible reversal single candlestick pattern in the coming days if we're lucky, Chad. The RSI sitting at 25, deeply oversold. You're printing strong negative momentum in the MACD histogram, actually the highest negative momentum since December 23rd of last year. Bollinger Band wise, you're still outside of the bands, and actually you had somewhat of a bearish retest to the lower part or of the Bollinger Bands. And as we were saying yesterday, you're in the middle of nowhere here, in between two key inflection zones, in between 90k and 74k, which was the strong resistance from Q2 and Q3 of last year. What's up, now YouTube? Welcome to the stream. So, in the middle of nowhere regarding levels. Let's see here if we get something. I think you're in the 50% retracement from the, yeah, not even. I thought you were lower. So you're just below the 38% retracement from the bottom of the August 5th lows and to the highs, you know, to the all-time highs here of December. But what if we do it from like here, from like September, then you're a little bit lower. Now YouTube says I'm long since 83,900. Do you think it was a good idea? Well, not financial advice, but man, I don't have any, you know, any argument on the daily time frame for this being a bottom yet. But I'm sure if you go to the lower, you know, time frames such as the 4 hour, you're starting to build some bullish divergence. Right here you have a higher low on the MACD histogram, also on the RSI where you had a lower low. So you're potentially staring at some seller succession on the 4 hour. That's a lower time frame. Regarding the daily, I don't have any, you know, strong opinion about this possibly carving a bottom. As I was just saying, you're in the middle of nowhere. I don't have any technical argument for this, you know, doing a reversal here yet. But if you go to the 4 hour, then maybe you can get that argument about a potential reversal, since on how that bullish divergence is looking on the RSI and on the MACD histogram. And actually on the MACD, you've been printing negative momentum since Friday 21st. So a lot of negative momentum possibly coming to an end soon. You can see how the oscillator is resetting here on the 4 hour. So it could be a good idea. No, you too. It could be a good idea if you're trading the lower time frames. If you're trading a bounce on the 4 hour, for example. But if you want to do a position trade on the daily time frame, then I just don't see the argument, right? If you want to do it like on the daily, I don't have enough data yet for telling you that it might be a bottom. Maybe that data or that information presents itself over the weekend. Maybe not. But yeah, massive negative momentum coming in on the MACD. RSI super oversold. Actually, as oversold as you ever seen it since August 2023. So that might also could give you a good idea that that BTC could carve somewhat of a bottom here. We were just talking in the beginning of the stream about the Fear and Greed Index, that it's at 10 right now. It's at level 10, something that you've not seen since July 2022. So multi-year lows on the Fear Index in that regard. And structurally wise, if you go to for example, if you go to the weekly time frame here, oh my god, you go to 1 week, this could just turn out to be a higher low regarding this previous lows on the weekly time frame. If we start to actually bounce around this area, that's a big if, yet you still need more data. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the weekly structure, although it looks ugly here, it's basically untouched. The bullish structure is still very much real on the weekly time frame. So if we actually carve a bottom here, it could be great. It would imply that basically the bull market could continue going forward. If not, then we're looking at possibly lower prices. Your next logical support on the daily time frame would be at around 72 to 74k. There's a previous resistance from 2024. You don't have any other technical argument before that if you're not able to hold this range here, because you had somewhat of a range here on this drop at around 85k. So maybe if we reclaim 85k, this could just turn out to be somewhat of a deviation, you know, to the downside. just like you had deviations to the upside if you look at it like this, right? And then maybe get back into the range, and who knows. But yeah, extreme fear on the market, and honestly, I kind of like that you have extreme fear with a chart like this. Like if you still were bullish with a chart looking like this, if sentiment was still greedy with a chart like this, I would be more concerned, because it could imply that maybe we need more panic in the market before reversal. But now, just as I was just saying, we have more than enough fear in the market for a potential bottom here on daily time frame on BTC. So we're gonna check BTC in 20 minutes to see actually if it's able to close green on the green. It's actually up 0.6% right now. Something that I saw that it was bouncing with BTC today, it was actually moving with BTC. When BTC went into the red, it actually also went to the red, has been Bitcoin dominance. Has been pretty symbiotic and pretty much following what BTC has been doing today. It's up 0.3%. It's at 66.7%. As I've been saying for the past streams, as long as you're above 60%, then I have a bullish bias on Bitcoin dominance, right? Because look at the price action. Every time that you have held price above 60%, you have gone into higher, percentages of Bitcoin dominance. You have gone as high as 64%, as 70%, you name it. But on the flip side of the coin, a counter argument for that could be that you have this W-shaped bearish bad harmonic already completed here on the D point, and just I'm waiting if it's actually gonna play out. And if it's gonna play out, the target for this reversal harmonic, it's at the lows of the harmonic here at around 55% once again. So that's like the bullish possible argument. I mean the bearish argument for Bitcoin dominance. But as long as it stays above 60%, then I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much, right? But today, pretty nothing burger candle. Doesn't mean it can't continue to go down on the next few weeks. You're printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram, and you're at 50 points on the RSI, so you're neutral on Bitcoin dominance. Yeah. Let's go see USDT dominance just flipped red too, is down 0.3%. Hopefully starting to look at somewhat of an indecision candle. Hopefully a reversal candle in the next couple of days. So far, we're rejecting 50. We're rejecting 5.23% again. We did it yesterday. Now we're doing it again. Look at this 5.23% level. It's real. It's not a joke. You've seen 4 strong reversals at this level. So there's definitely an historic inflection zone here at 5.23%. Also, the previous cycle, this level was important for capping upside and also holding price as support, as you can see here. So hopefully 5.3%, 5.23% is gonna come through, and it's gonna, act as resistance once again on USD dominance. You're printing strong positive Momo on the MACD. You're 76 on the RSI. You're madly overbought and on the bias control zone still on this time frame for USDT dominance. What else, Chad? BTC against the SPX is actually up 2.2%. Look at this bounce. It's a cool bounce at the 200 moving average. What I would like to see here, Chad, is a reclaim of not only the 2021 all-time highs, but also the 2021 complacency shoulder or lower high here, that you're just below it, right? This level was uncontested for years. We blasted through on the Trump pump, on the Trump election news, held the 2021 all-time highs as support for around 10 times until it finally broke down just about on Monday. and now you're below that level. So what you don't want to see here, Chad, is basically retest this level as a rejection. You know, have a bearish retest to this level will be pretty bad. And also what you don't want to see here, Chad, is not even have enough strength for a retest and continue to immediately go down. So basically the only choice you have for BTC against the SPX to be somewhat bullish is to continue to hold the 200 moving average as support and then go into a swift reclaim of such levels and just get get this price action out of somewhat of a scare, right? Out of all the policies that Trump has been implementing, and basically somewhat of a sell the news of Trump getting into office. Remember how everyone was talking about Trump getting into office was going to be a sell the news event? Apparently now everyone forgot. He got into office on early January here. I think maybe we got into somewhat of a expectation expectation of a big national reserve pump, and then we got the sell-off. So maybe everything's going according to plan, chat. Maybe this is just the inauguration, or the sell the news event for Trump getting into office, starting to implement their policies, and then when the dust settles and the market sees that everything's all right, regarding the tariffs and whatnot, and maybe we can resume the bull market for BTC. And take note, chat, as I'm saying BTC and not altcoins, because God knows when we're gonna see an altcoin pump here on the crypto industry. Let's go see some altcoins straight away. Ethereum's being outperformed by BTC and by Solana today. Shocker. Going for the lowest daily close on ETH, chat. Lowest daily close since September 16, since before the first rate cut in years. The first rate cut was on the Fed meeting of the FOMC meeting of September 18 last year. Now you're seeing ETH trade even lower than that. You're printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram. You're at 30 on the RSI. You're in the bearish control zone. Sellers are in control regarding the daily time frame, according to what the RSI is saying here, and you're printing strong negative momentum, as just said. Also, you're losing 23.32. This 2,332 level is come on, what's wrong with my chart? I needed to load. Okay, that 23.32 level, it's a very much real level. It was manufactured on the 2021-2022 cycle. You can see how price reacted to that level, both to the downside and to the upside. So you definitely want to see a reclaim there for the ETH token to actually get somewhat of a comeback. But yeah, Ethereum and BTC going for the fourth red day in a row. I mean, just Ethereum. BTC is actually going to close green apparently, but ETH is going for the fourth red candle in a row right now, chat. Let's go into Sol. Sol is actually up 1.6%, outperforming BTC today and Ethereum. Losing the negative momentum in the MACD histogram. Madly oversold here too. You can see the RSI. If it decides to load, I don't know what's going on with my internet today. There we go. So the last time that you spent, this amount of time being oversold was in June 2023, when the Fear and Greed Index was sub 20, right? The last time that you saw the Fear and Greed Index go sub 20 and actually go to 10, 11, 9, whatever, was in June, July 2022. I mean, yeah, and this was in 23, my bad, chat. So this was even a little bit later than that. But either way, multi-year lows, on the RSI for the SOL token. Losing the negative momentum, it's fine. You've been printing negative momentum for a severe amount of days now. And your next inflection zone is sitting at $122 here on Solana. You're just somewhat in the middle of two inflection zones, which is 170 and 122. Two levels that we're pretty familiarized with. You can see how we bounce in between those two levels in 2024 for a bunch of times. So there's no strange level for us on the Sol token. All right. So we saw USDT dominance, ETH, Sol, BTC SPX, BTC, Bitcoin dominance. Let's go see ETH BTC. I'm sure it's doing like cycle lows or something like that. So yesterday we were, recapitulating that you need to see a higher low on ETH BTC, and it was looking that maybe you're going to put somewhat of a confirmation low here, but not today, chats. Down 1.8%, losing that positive momentum in the MACD histogram. You had a double bullish divergence that didn't play out on the daily time frame, chat. How bearish is a ticker for it to not have its bullish divergence play out? Look at this. The last time that you touched the 200 moving average was in July 2024, and you're staring at the last line of the sand, chat. There's a 2721, this 2700 level on ETH BTC. Give us 1 second, chat. I don't know why my trading view is behaving like this. So you're staring at the last line in the sand before basically. All right, I'm gonna reload this. I don't know what my. All right, now we're back on ETH BTC. Hopefully now it's faster. So as I was just saying, you're staring on the last line in the sand since maybe, I don't know, what do you have down here, since 2200. If you lose this, man, I didn't think I was going to be, drawing levels this much lower. I would say that's your next level if you fail to hold 2719 here on ETH BTC. Ticker has been collapsing for over 3 years. See the RSI. RSI is actually not that bad. It's a 41, so it's neutral still. But the fact, and look at this, chat, the fact that this double bullish divergence didn't play out is telling you all that you need to know about who's in control in this market. Usually when you're on a strong bear market, bullish divergence don't play out. And now, chat, since this didn't play out, we're gonna get rid of it. You're working on another hidden bearish divergence. Look at that, right? You have a high high on the positive momentum, but a lower high on price. Buyers came in, tried their best on doing a reversal on ETH BTC, and all they could do was a lower high in price, resulting in a confluence for more downside regarding what the MACD histogram is saying here. Hopefully we see somewhat of a bounce here, because basically what you're seeing here too is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is not going to reverse to the downside, at least not heavily, until you see somewhat of a bottoming structure start to form on ETH BTC, in my opinion. And I know this is somewhat of a consensus right now on the market, but everyone's been waiting for QT to end, for the Federal Reserve to actually stop selling securities of their balance sheet. So yeah, it's just rough. And actually going for the lowest daily close, chat. ETH BTC is battling with the lowest daily close since February 7, or could be multi-year low since like 2020 at this point. Yeah, like since late 2020 or maybe early 2021 lows on the daily time frame. I know that the timeline has been pretty vocal about Sol BTC here. As we were covering yesterday, it confirmed the distribution. You're now on phase E of the Wyckoff schematic, the Wyckoff distribution schematic type 2. yeah, we're wondering if it's just gonna play out, immediately. You're losing that negative momentum in the MACD. You're at 31 on the RSI, so you're actually, leaving the oversold area here. You're green. You're up 1% today. And as we were saying yesterday, let me pull it up again. Yeah. So basically, what I'm wondering here, if it's gonna do something like what ETH BTC did here on 2022. It's pretty wild that this pump was actually in a bear market, was with price of BTC going down. By the way, chat, this rally on ETH BTC was with BTC USD and ETH USD going down in price. By the way, don't get mistaken. So I'm wondering if it's just gonna do something like that, where you took out the lows right here, then you carve out a bottom, and then you had somewhat of a higher low regarding this previous low, and then you did the bleeding, the distribution. Maybe not, maybe it does, but I do see some similarities in the chart. But having that said, you're on phase E here on distribution, and this chart actually, according to what Mr. Wyckoff has said, has a better probability of going down rather than going up. Can it go up? Of course, everything's possible, especially in financial markets. But regarding TA and what we study here, you have a better chance of this going down rather than up. Look at this year, a full year of range, which was apparently a full year of distribution by the composite operator, which I reckon was conformed by Pump Fund. Not only Pump Fund, but I'm sure Pump Fund, selling millions of SOL tokens, extracting millions of value in the Solana ecosystem and selling it for USD, helped to paint the distribution chart on Sol BTC. Let's go see Sol ETH. Decent bounce today. It's up 3%. Nice. And actually being able to clear out 5,800, this 5,800 SAT level is basically what you want to stay above of. If you stay below it, if you lose 5720, then this chart starts to look pretty bad. If you're able to sustain price action above 5,800, then yeah, party goes on for Sol ETH, in my opinion. As long as you stay above it, right? It's as easy as that. Losing that negative momentum, and 37 on the RSI, so still controlled by sellers on the daily time frame regarding what the RSI says. But I don't hate this chart, to be honest. The harmonic already played out. Now you're somewhat reversing at a key inflection zone. Cannot hate that. Three more minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, chat, for the daily close, and apparently it's gonna be green on BTC. Total 3 actually also green, trying to hold the 200 moving average as support here, chat. So that's interesting. You're printing strong negative momentum in the MACD and 32 on the RSI, in control by the sellers still. But hopefully we get some kind of a bounce here at the 200. Total market cap also the 200 moving average. Man, look at this. This is the former all-time high from November 2021. Did somewhat of a lot of price action above it, and now you had a breakdown below the cycle highs. It's not great. RSI 27, printing strong negative momentum in the MACD. The most oversold you've been since August 2024. So total not looking particularly, you know, great here. But the fact that you might be getting a reaction here at the 200 could be somewhat, you know, hopeful for the market. Others down 0.5%. Nothing compared to the 4.5% rally yesterday. Nothing but a good candle. Still printing positive Momo on the MACD. Man, Radium. This is Radium against BTC. Getting wrecked. Still. Oh my god. Let's take a look at some altcoins. Blast is green today. I don't know why. I don't know where. STX also green today. I don't know where. Look at, man, look at this. Man, altcoins have been on a bear market. Most of the altcoins have been on a bear market for the past like 3 years or so. So daily just closed, chat. Let's see this. It actually closed green on a 0.6% gain. I'll take it. I'll take a green close. Yeah. Not touching the 200 moving average yet on the daily time frame on Coinbase. Not also on Binance. Jesus Christ, man. This Aptos chart, which is a brand new, you know, layer one launched on Silicon Valley by ex-Facebook developers, whatever. CEO stepped down, I know that. But this is a visual representation of the last, you know, 2 years, 3 years on the industry. Or maybe 2 years of the bear market in altcoins. Look at that, you know. Predatory price action. Just a range. You go to all-time highs or range highs, then you go to range lows, then to range highs, then to range lows, then not even to range highs, and now you're at range lows once again, chat. Brutal. Definitely a trader's market. Pepe closed red too, following ETH on a bearish engulfing candle, down 1.4% confirmed 2 minutes ago, chat. CBNB holding 600 still. Catching follow through to yesterday's bearish engulfing candle, closed on a 1% loss. Losing the 200 moving average. Man. Series of lower highs here with a lower low. Not great. But if we're able to actually hold 600, then 632 could be on board, and then 672. See mock coin. Jesus Christ, chat. It's been down only since the Coinbase listing pump on December 7. Wrecked. So we had this, right? We talked about this. You had this embarrassed head and shoulders on the MACD histogram. Look at this. Left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. And usually on proper conditions, a setup like this, a reversal setup on the MACD histogram like this one on the daily time frame should perform pretty decently and give us somewhat of a return. On this case, nothing came. So another sign on how sellers have been controlling this market. Litecoin, I've seen a lot of Litecoin chills on the timeline saying like, Litecoin looks good here, whatever, you know, that meme. I want to see Litecoin dominance though. On daily, I think. Oh my god. Lycan dominance actually looking good. I mean, it's been bleeding for years and years, for like 5 years plus. Not even that. Like 7 years of bleeding. So this could just be another bear market rally. But if you turn on the Bollinger Bands, you get that. You have that breakout. Let's see the monthly here. Monthly doesn't have anything. The 2 week. Look at that. On the 2 week, you had this compression on the Bollinger Bands on Lycan dominance. You had that breakout on the close, 2 weeks ago, and now on 3 days, on Sunday, you're about to close, follow through to this Bollinger Band expansion breakout. Usually when that happens, you get verticality, something like what happened here, something like what happened there. We don't know for how long it's gonna last. Printing strong positive momo on the MACD, 63 on the RSI, so on the buyer's control zone, but I just don't know the catalyst for Lycan going insane here, other than the ETF or whatever. Maybe I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, chat here, let me know. Hyperliquid had a bullish engulfing candle today, up 6.9%. It's pretty decent. Losing that negative momentum on the MACD, 41 on the RSI, pretty neutral. This looks like every freshly launched ticker in 2024 when they did this, basically. That's how they looked. I'm not saying Hyperliquid's gonna do that. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully, we have good market conditions and it's a good entry here. But yeah, this reminds me, this gives me 2024 fresh layer 1 PTSD. Layer 0, man, even like good fundamental tickers are wrecked. Let's see how PopCat did today. Mild pullback, down 1.2%. Not that bad. You do have some kind of a confirmation low here with bullish divergence on the RSI. That's interesting. I don't know who's left to buy PopCat now, but it's definitely better buying it here than here. AI agents. Cookie was green today at some point. This is a BNB agent. It closed up 2%. Pippin had a decent pullback today. Down 17% after a 31% rally yesterday. The bad thing is that Pippin has had this breakout on the Bollinger Bands, and now you're back inside of the bands. Didn't catch any follow through. So that's not great for that setup. Filecoin red also, Virtual's red. And Lysa actually closed green. So a mixed bag on AI. Cerebro actually closed neutral. So I don't know. I want to see Radium, how wrecked it got today. Oh my god, look at that, Chad. Lowest daily close on Radium since October 19, Chad. This is freaking wild. Going all the way up to $8.70. Now you're at $2.22, Chad. In just like a month. I'm not talking about your usual meme coin, your on-chain S coin here, your AI agent, your bundled coin. I'm talking about Radium, like the largest liquidity pool in Solana. was at $8 and 70 cents 1 month ago, and now it's at $2 and 21 cents. That's insane, chat. Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. We're getting the 9-day, 3-day close. What's happening on Friday? Oh, I think the monthly. Oh my God, yeah, the monthly closes on Friday. Jesus Christ, and the 2-month. Let's pull up. All right. So monthly is closing tomorrow. I'm not gonna go live for the exactly monthly close, but I'm going live tomorrow, and I reckon it's gonna look something like this. You do have a bearish divergence here, just like the one you had here in November 2021. Man. That looks scary. Definitely. You don't have that bearish divergence on the MACD though. You have bullish confluence. But you're going for a bearish engulfing candle. Getting back inside of the bands, chat. Jesus Christ. Let's pull up the 2-month. Man. 2-month had everything in the world for going insane, but it did not. It's gonna close back inside of the bands. Yeah, this doesn't look too good, huh? All right, I'll take care of that tomorrow. So I'm gonna cut the stream a little bit earlier today. I got some stuff to do. Hopefully tomorrow the market will provide us, more information. Hopefully more reversals. DXY. Jesus, quite the moon today. It's up 0.7%. SPX got destroyed today. Nasdaq also got destroyed today. Pray for some kind of a bounce on TradFi tomorrow that might help BTC and Overbacks chat. Otherwise, it might start to look like it's GG. Remember how we talked about this on the 9-day time frame? This bullish divergence here from this low to this higher low, where you had a lower low and a sweep of the lows here on the 3.8% level already might be starting to play out, and maybe we're gonna see way higher prices. Hopefully not. All right, so y'all be good. Remember to click on that like button if you have not. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Not you too for the comments. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Peace.